Good day, everyone. Lagos State just made a major announcement that has gotten business owners and individuals across the state talking. And if you earn money or run a business in Lagos, you need to hear this right now because things are about to change in a significant way. The Lagos State Internal Revenue Service has just unveiled a new enforcement strategy to recover unpaid taxes. And this time, they are not sending letters or waiting for you to show up at their office. They are going straight to your bank account, your employer, and even to people who owe you money to collect what you owe them. This is based on a public notice that was dated January 21, 2026. And the tax agency says they will be using something called the power of substitution under Section 60 of the Nigeria Tax Administration Act of 2025 to make this happen. So what exactly does this power of substitution mean for you and me? Let me explain it in the simplest way possible. If you owe taxes to the Lagos State government and you have not paid, even after they have sent you notices, the Revenue Service can now issue what they call a substitution notice to any bank, employer, business partner, or anyone else who is holding money for you or owes you money. Once these people receive this notice, they are legally required to take that money and send it directly to the Lagos State Internal Revenue Service to cover your tax debt. Your bank will transfer the money from your account to the government. Your employer will deduct it from your salary before it even reaches your hands. If someone is supposed to pay you for goods or services, they will send that money to the tax office instead of sending it to you. This is how serious Lagos State has become about collecting taxes from defaulters. The types of taxes that fall under this new enforcement measure include personal income tax, capital gains tax, stamp duties, and withholding tax. These are all taxes that are administered by the Lagos State Internal Revenue Service. So if you owe any of these and you have been avoiding payment, your time has officially run out. The Revenue Service has made it very clear that banks and other financial institutions that receive these substitution notices must transfer the specified amount to the government without delay. They must confirm that they have done so through the agency's e-tax platform, and they must also provide information about how much money you have in your account when requested. This means the government can see exactly how much you have, and they can take what they need to settle your debt. Now, if you are wondering whether this is legal, the answer is yes. It is completely legal, and it is backed by the Nigeria Tax Administration Act of 2025. The Lagos State Internal Revenue Service has also stated that if any bank, employer, or third party refuses to comply with these substitution notices, they will face serious consequences. The penalties include having to pay a fine that is equal to the amount of unpaid tax, additional interest charges, enforcement measures like distraint, which means they can seize property, and even prosecution in court. So, the banks and employers are not going to risk their own businesses just to protect someone who owes taxes. They will comply immediately because they have no choice under the law. But why is Lagos State taking such a strong approach to tax collection right now? The answer is simple and straightforward. Lagos State needs money to run its affairs and provide services to the millions of people who live and work in the state. With the current economic situation in Nigeria and the reduced allocation from the federal government, every state is now looking for ways to increase their internally generated revenue, and Lagos is leading the way in making sure that everyone who is supposed to pay taxes actually pays what they owe. The state government has invested heavily in building roads, providing healthcare, ensuring security, and creating an environment where businesses can thrive. But all of these things require money, and that money comes from taxes. According to the information that has been released, the Lagos State Internal Revenue Service has identified many individuals and companies that owe significant amounts in unpaid taxes. Some businesses owe hundreds of millions of naira, and some individuals have been avoiding their tax responsibilities for many years now. The Revenue Service says they have been sending notices to these defaulters, but many people have simply ignored all the warnings. So now the government has decided to stop asking politely and start taking direct action. If you have been enjoying this breakdown and you are learning something valuable, please hit that like button right now and make sure you subscribe to this channel so you do not miss any important updates like this one, because we bring you the real information that affects your life and your business every single day. For those of you who are business owners or employees in Lagos State, this is your reminder to take action. The days of avoiding taxes are officially over. If you know you owe taxes, the smartest thing you can do right now is to go to the nearest tax office or visit the LIRS e-tax platform and declare what you owe. If you cannot pay everything at once, you can work out a payment plan, but come forward voluntarily before they come after you themselves. Because once they issue a substitution notice and start freezing accounts, the experience will not be pleasant at all. This move by Lagos State is probably going to set an example for other states across Nigeria. Many state governments are watching what Lagos is doing, and if this proves successful, do not be surprised when you start seeing similar measures in Rivers State, Ogun State, Abuja, and other parts of the country. Before I wrap up, I want to hear from you in the comment section below. Do you think the Lagos State government is right to use this approach to collect taxes? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I really want to know what you're thinking. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe to this channel and turn on your notifications so you never miss any news that could affect your finances or your business. Stay informed and make sure your tax affairs are in order.